One thing you're gonna notice about me is that I don't read a lot. At my best, yes, I'm reading on the weekends. But one thing about me you're gonna find out about me is that I watch a lot of videos, right? And I was watching a Sam Sambit video. It was actually an interview. There was a Garrett Cliff. I don't know what his name, but Sam Sambit said something, especially about his trip to Israel. In fact, side note, it's crazy how we've been programmed as people. You know what I'm saying? How many of you, and you may have done this consciously or unconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly, you know what I'm saying? How many of you thought of Israel and thought of Israel as an evil nation? How many of you? But have any of you actually took time to think of why that is? You know what I'm saying? Have you all questioned why that is? Why? I noticed this in myself too. When I saw, I heard about how South Africa's taken the ICJ, trying to wipe out Gaza and everything. Okay, whatever. And when I actually saw the pictures of Sam Sambit on IG when he went to Israel, right? And I was just like, what the hell, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell are you doing, bro? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's literally, but I never really sat down and thought to myself as to why that is. It's almost like I was programmed unknowingly, bro. And I don't even know how it happened. I don't even know why I was hating on Israel. Yes, there's war happening, sharp. But what do I feel? You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know why. And I feel like that's something we should really think about. Some of the feelings we have, some of the thoughts and the ideas we have, it could be the result of the things we hear, the things we see. Because isn't the eye and ears gateway to the soul or something like that? You know what I'm saying? I think we should really think about that. But anyways, he was talking about his trip to Israel and how it's a lovely place and unemployment is almost non-existent and safe, everything, right? And he was like, he got to specific. I think I'm gonna drop the clip here. But basically, what he says is he was walking at the beach 3 o'clock and it's safe. Okay, I forgot what he said. It's safe, but
I looked at all this happening and I was like, wow, because you won't believe it. The concept they follow there is, why would you want to commit a crime against your own people, right? They have this strong sense of community. Why would you steal from your neighbor? Why would you steal from your own blood, right? Instead of hiring them. When you go to the restaurants, there's barely any unemployment in the state of Israel, because when you go to these restaurants, for example, or these shoemaking stores, the people that work there is people of my generation. You'll have the young people, and then the older generation like yourself or herself, they're the ones who really run the things.
He said something that really got me thinking. Again, I always think, they live by this philosophy, Oguti. Why would you attack? Why would you rob? Why would you kill? Why would you murder? Why would you do these things to your own blood, to your own people, to your own brother, to your own sister, to yourself? You know what I'm saying? And that sense of belonging, that sense of together, that family, what I'm talking about, it's something I feel like is missing in a lot of nations. I feel like it's not, blaming unemployment in South Africa, I feel like that doesn't justify crime at all. I feel like if you're gonna use that if you're gonna use unemployment and the situations we're in South Africa as a reason why when you robbed a bank, a reason why when you killed someone, you stabbed someone, or you hijacked it, you know what I'm saying? I think not even Jesus can save you. And I was just like, wow, bro. It's the reason why I'm just like, bro, maybe there's a thing in our minds, in black people's minds, right? Or in South Africans' minds, I don't know. There's a thing in the mind. I don't want to start naming, Blakatas and you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, maybe there's something on our mind that is able to distinguish different tones or different something genetic that we then perceive as family. What I'm saying is, maybe we are all black, but maybe we are not the same. Maybe each and every person sees family differently. Maybe we're not the same. Maybe we are foreign to each other. It's the reason why we're able to do these things to each other. You know what I'm saying? I did a video about this. Why are we hating on each other so much? You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I'm I'm all over the place. It's just me thinking, okay, but I'm just like, I feel like if we could live up to a culture, I'm not about to bash our cultures because it's part of identities. But I feel like if people actually practice, if the elders and the people who uphold the culture and should respect culture, people who actually do that, the traditions and stuff, who actually practice what they preached, I feel like you could fix a lot of shit among us. Because I've literally seen these things, bro. You know, in African culture, bro, there's no such thing as a cousin. I know this for a fact. There's no such thing as a cousin. Puti, Sisi, we're family. This thing of cousins and second cousin, that was something that was brought up by the whites. You know what I'm talking about? But like, umuntu mdala, elder, tato kanye, malume, makazi, tamkhulu. Yeah, I have my own issues too. But like, some people who demand respect, but they, I don't even know how to put this without offending anybody. But who gives a shit, right? Can click off, bro, and go do something, masturbate or something. But like, umuntu will claim that the culture should be upheld and that the culture is about respect, culture is about this and that, but they're able, Umalu Makona is able to go and assault another Malu. Umuntu will demand that you respect your elders, but that same elders will go ahead and rape a niece or a nephew. Because it's evolved now, right? They don't see male and female anymore. They see a hole. Wherever there's a hole, I must stick my thing into it. That's how they see it. I feel like sometimes, and it's not our culture, it's the people who are gatekeeping, should I say gatekeeping the culture. I think it's a bunch of hypocrites. Yeah, there's a lot of hypocrites who are gatekeeping these things. If that's the right way to put it. And I still don't understand why a lot of cultures involve a lot of alcohol, and then we expect to change as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's South Africans out there who would want to see South Africa progress, becoming Singapore. You know, imagine being in Wakanda, but with your cultures, and you know what I'm saying.